You're the main character for your own life. So who cares? No, honestly, who cares? And I know, dude, I used to hate the phrase, you're the main character energy, because people would kind of abuse it and use it as like a way to be assholes to other people. It's like, oh, it doesn't even matter. You're the main character. Like, you fucked them over. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got to be honest. We have to be honest with that. But it's true. You're the main character in your own story. You know, you're writing it as you go along. So you're the main character. So everything that happens in the story is centered around you. I know, like, we're selfish animals. You know, I always say it because it's so true. Like, anything bad, our brain is made to hold on to the bad things. It doesn't, like, we're not really meant to experience happiness. Like, this is like a new thing in evolution because we hold on to the bad things and that's what sculpts us. That's what defines us. But like, that's not even true because we know it's not. Like, we hold on to the bad experiences and let it, we're defined fully by those. We're like, oh, like that bad decision I made, that's totally me. I'm just that person. Not true. You are who you are right now. You could change today. Why can't you remember the good experiences? Like, everyone talks about like their childhood. Like, for me, it's like, oh, I grew up poor, but it's like, how are you going to leave out the part that like you had like homies that loved you, homies that looked out for you? How are you even going to leave that out? You know? And you had what you had, and you got your own money to get yourself a fucking Xbox 360 or to get yourself a PlayStation 2. Like, you know, we leave out these little parts where like the happiness is because we define ourselves based upon like the pain and the struggle, which pain and struggle is necessary in life. It's gonna happen. You might as well just brace your face for it. That's what I always say is like, brace your face, because we know life ebbs and flows, but we're the masters of our own universe. So like, we perceive that. That's based off our perception, you know? So once you just become fully accountable, you realize like, oh, it's just the way I perceive that. That's what I did. I did that. It's all on me. You know what I'm saying? For certain circumstances, obviously. You know, you have grooves on your brain to perceive about, like, you could distinguish what I'm saying, homie. Don't play that card. But you're truly the main character. So you know you're the main character. So why are you fucking off your story? Why? Why are you doing that? I never understood that. Like, people could have everything, like, you could have 99 great things happening to you, and then you just harp on the one bad thing. It's like the Jay-Z song, 99 problems, but I only got one, but it's the inverse. It's like, oh, I'm just focusing on the worst part of me. Like, why are you doing that? Why? I would always do it. This is why I could speak so passionately on this topic, especially, is because I used to be the most hypocritical about it. It's like, my fucking heart's beating. I have nothing to complain about. Everything's good, but it's like, oh, that I fucked over that situation. Oh, and it's like, but I did that. Like, my biggest thing was I was like, oh, I'm trying to blame someone else. Like, it's their fault. Oh, like, why won't they own up to it? Like, you sound like a fucking child, yo. Who gives a fuck? Yo, move on. If I would have just been acceptable, or if I just would have been accountable, it would have been way more acceptable, homie. Like, you know, shit, I just be like, oh, it's just me. I'll take it and I won't do it again. And I'm going to use it as a tool for learning to be better. When you're looking for someone to blame about something you fucking did, about pain you caused, that's just like the epitome of ignorance. And that's like literal insanity. That's borderline sociopathic. Like, let's be honest about that shit, you know? But look, we're selfish animals. Like I said, I can't even blame you, homie. You know, I have a lot of empathy. So I get why I did that, but I should have just been accountable. So we know we're the main character. We know we're the center of our own universe, not the center of the universe, our own universe. We could truly change the world. It's our world. It's up here. That's why when people say that, I'd be like, what do you mean change the world? You can't change the world. The world's fucked. Yeah, your world's fucked. You know? Because that's how you perceive the world. I'm not, but also, we know that outside of ourselves, we have this much control of what happens. Zero control of what happens outside of ourselves. We cannot control other people's actions at all. So if you want to play it like that, we know we're the main character. All these other people, they're kind of like the extras or the supporting cast in our own story. You know, your friends and your family, you know, they're supporting you and your story. When you really look at it, that's what it is, because that's what other people are doing in their own mind. It's like, how did this person make me feel? How did that make me feel? How did that situation make me feel? This is why I responded like this, right? I know it seems kind of like crazy to say out loud, but it's so true. It's like, that's everything. It's everything. And our perception of the world is truly our own perception. Because we know life is a fucking mirror. It's not a window. So if we're in a bad spot and we perceive the world as inherently evil, we're going to perceive it like that. In that moment, though, we have the ability to change, obviously, but that's how we perceive it. So you know you're the master of your own universe. You are the only ones with the keys to this one car. So don't fuck it off today. You know? Create the story that like you would want to read in a book. You know what I'm saying? Every day, but do that every day. And then just operate like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's dope. Whatever you find is dope to you. Why the fuck who cares about what anyone else thinks is cool? Like, this is how everything is created. This is like how fashion, art, movies, it's like, because it was dope to that one person, the writer, the fashion designer. Like, so they thought it was dope. So they created it and they released it, and everyone else was like, oh, this is dope. Or it isn't. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Who gives a fuck, bro? Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Not what you want to do. What you gotta do. What you gotta do. And what you gotta do is, if you feel like taking that picture, take that picture. If you feel like doing this, do that. It's as simple as that. And you're gonna fucking make mistakes. This is what bugs me out. It's like, what story have you ever read? What movie have you ever watched where it's like the character was just pristine and perfect the entire time? And like there was no fault, there was no conflict like in the story. Like what? No one would want to watch or read that. Why? You just want to watch like the fucking princess fairy tale where nothing happened and homies just breeze through life. Like, what the fuck is that? No one would want to watch that movie. Imagine if Cinderella, it was just like, he picked up the glass slipper instantly and ran up to her. And there was just no, like no one would want to watch that story, dude. No one would want to fucking watch that shit. No one would want to listen to it or read it. Be for real now. You only have one of these hoes. You only have one vessel. One vessel. You know? So if you desire anything, like you want to have your body look a certain way, just look up what it takes to attain that and then truly apply everything, apply knowledge to be that. It doesn't mean anything if you're a fucking meathead and you're still a bozo and you're still a dickhead. Okay? Because just because you have muscles don't make you fucking cool or anything just because you have muscles. Okay? It makes you a shallow prick. Okay? Because none of that matters if you're not a good person. Same in the inverse. It's like, you know, come on now, dog. Come on. You're the master of your own universe. You are everything. You're the main character. Everything was created for you. So the world is truly your oyster. So fuck it. Tony Montana had the right idea. The world is yours. And I know that's a story, but it's like, that's what happened. Good example, Scarface. What if he just came to Cuba and then just got $10 million dropped on him? There was no rest of the story. No one would fucking care. I don't know. That's how I think about it. Go create your own fairy tale. Your own great story. Because it's your life. And you only get one story to tell. And it's constantly changing. And you're going to fuck up. So who cares? Keep that shit pushing. Love you. Have a great day. Straight up.